Alright, what going on, y'all? Just here to kick a little shit right quick. You know what I mean? Just a little something player. You know what I mean? So as I'm waking up, getting my day started and all that, I write down some things, some key points to clear my mind. And if you a man and you don't already do this, you need to go ahead and start, get you a little leather bound book or something like that you can jot down your goals and dreams, get your mind situated. This is a strong tool that you can use to better yourself, because this is how I evaluate myself. I go back some days and read and see if I actually did what I was supposed to do, within that time, and honestly, every night I write, every morning I write it, and every night I read it, to evaluate myself, to make sure that I'm on point. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like for young men and, entrepreneurs and stuff like that, something to write in, a journal, whatever you want to call it, a planner is your best asset, mentally, successfully. So yeah, definitely get you one of those. But today, the word that came to me was real simple and straight to the point. And at first I woke up and it came to me, it was like, the word that spoke to me was like, I like money more than I like sex. That's how it came. It was I just woke up and I was like, man, shit, I like the money, man. Like, I'm more focused on money than I am on sex. Like, sex really don't even be on my mind like that. Like, I might have a little inkling for it, every now and then, but money, success, providing for my family, man, that shit be coming first. That shit be on my mind when I wake up, when I go to sleep, midday, semi-midday, like daylight savings time, all that, man. The money be on my mind, you know what I'm talking about? And that's how I view a woman. That's how I view relationships. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's good or bad. I'm not giving no advice. I'm just popping my shit how I be popping it. You know what I mean? And honestly, I don't think it's bad. You know what I mean? I'm a provider at my core. You feel what I'm saying? So what else would I be thinking about most of the time? That's not all I think about. Understand that, because a lot of people gonna read it or watch this and be like, oh, that's all you about is the money. Nah, that ain't even it. It's just I'm a provider, so that's gonna definitely be the first thing and the last thing that's on my mind throughout the day. But understand this, my kids' well-being and my mother and my father's well-being and my brother and my sister, quality of life is important to me also. But all of that comes from me being able to provide for them, doing my part within the family, within the structure, within the relationship. You feel what I'm saying? I'm over here giving what I'm doing 100% in hopes that they doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? For the family, for the structure, for the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, with the boyfriend, girlfriend, business relationship, whatever. I'm not going to be worried about you because I'm over here doing what I'm supposed to be doing 100%. So when we do sit back at the table, hey, I got a lot to tell you. You feel me? And we're gonna share some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Both of us is gonna sit here and we're gonna tell each other things that the other person don't know, because the last 24 hours, I know you was focused on what you was focused on. So let me clue you in. Let me tap you in on this side of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's where my mind went. It was just for all the women in my life specifically, you know what I'm saying? I can't speak for other men, but in my life specifically, understand this. I'm more focused on the money than I am the sex. I understand you fine. I understand, you know what I'm saying? I find you attractive. I understand I'm a man. I understand you a woman, but I have grown above my carnal instincts because I wanted to. I understood that sex was a distraction for me. I understood that, and I said I gotta win. I can't let something have control over me. You feel what I'm saying? One thing you're gonna hear a lot of on this podcast is how I see life and humans. We are broken up into 3 parts. Number 1 is your soul, or whatever. We're just using words that we know of, but really we can't even word it because we don't even truly know what it is. We know it when we see it with our third eye. So you got your soul, you got your mind, like your brain, your actual physical brain, and then you got your body. You feel what I'm saying? The soul controls your mind, your brain. Your brain controls your body. So who's in control is the real you. It's something that you can't see. The real you is something that you can't see. The real anybody is something that you can't see. You gotta see it with your third eye. You know what I'm saying? From within. It's hard to explain, but if you know, you know. You feel what I'm saying? So understand that. That's how I see humans. You feel what I'm saying? So that's where my mind be on that situation. You know what I'm saying? And I just couldn't let my mind and my body control my soul. And I'm gonna just let that sink in for a second. It hurt me. Like I felt hurt to know that sex was controlling my actions and my drive on a day-to-day basis. And I couldn't do that no more. So I had to change that because every man is born with that. That's our challenge. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like and this is how I feel like a woman's challenge is to control her emotions. A man's challenge is to control his sexual desires. You feel what I'm saying? Which is ultimately an emotion. You know what I'm saying? But that's on another level. But a woman's challenge is what I believe. I may be wrong, but a woman's challenge is to control her emotions, her feelings. Be in control of that. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's the mind and the body at work that creates these emotions, these chemicals in your brain that now disrupts your soul. You feel what I'm saying? Disrupts your peace. And now a man is the sexual desire. You know what I mean? It disrupts it's the chemicals. It's blood pumping. It's all that disrupts the way we think. You feel what I'm saying? And if we can win that war, powerful, you're going to rise above the rest because you don't think like the rest. And once I understood that, man, that's what led me to sex can wait. It can wait. I can go months without it. You know what I'm saying? I can go months without it. And truth be told, it was difficult in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I just ended up watching porn. You know what I mean? That's a transparent moment right there. I just ended up watching porn a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Just so I can catch one, go on to sleep, wake up, get focused. You know what I mean? So it was one challenge at a time. I had to beat the carnal instinct, the sexual desires, and then I had to, with actual women, and then I had to win the war against just the sexual desires and porn and, you know what I'm saying, those type of situations, you know what I mean? But once I made it through, I'm here. And this is what you're looking at, you know what I mean? You looking at what I feel is a man who can shape his life at will because I'm focused and I try to remain focused, you know what I mean? Because for a man, sex is all around us. It's everywhere. We're not trying to sexualize this, but every time you get on Instagram, matter of fact, women, you know what I'm saying, got a brother or a boy cousin, Be like, hey, cuz, let me see your phone. Let me see your Instagram. Let me see what you see on a daily basis. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, we understand this because, it's an algorithm. It's what you double tap. It's what you like, whatever. But of course, we men, whatever. We're not going to be double tapping hair. We're not going to be double tapping nails. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to double tap what we like. And ultimately now you hear 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years later. Now look at a male timeline. Look at your cousin timeline. You know what I'm saying? Look at his explore page. It's gonna be a lot of ass. Just a forewarning, you finna see a lot of booty. You finna see a lot of temptation. You finna see a whole lot of temptation. But you go ahead and check that out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just had to beat that. You know what I'm saying? A man has to beat that. You have to win that war. You know what I mean? So now I try to stay off my phone and all that, and just stay focused. And that's one of the things on this journey to financial success that I had to fight. You know what I mean? Sex is second, third, maybe fourth to everything else in my life when it comes to priorities. You know what I'm saying? So when you meet me, understand that I may smile at you. You know what I'm saying? This to the women, I may smile at you. You know what I'm saying? I might talk to you nice sometime because, nice guy finna laugh, but you know what I mean? Understand this. I'm trying to get some money with you first and last. Everything else can happen or not. I really don't care. You know what I mean? Just don't try to play me. Cause that be the thing. Women will think you on that type of time sexually and will try to finesse you and manipulate you into doing stuff for them. I ain't getting shit for free. I got little girls. Them the ones that get stuff for free from me. You feel me? I love my black women, but my daughters are black women. The closest black women to me. You feel me? And I'm here for them first. So if you want something for free from me, you gotta understand it gotta go to them first. And I'm gonna get them whatever. You feel me? So I might not have nothing left. But some game. And you want some game, I can definitely give it to you. The second topic, because I'm really giving game to the young black men. You feel what I'm saying? I'm really giving them game. After you can win the war against your sexual desires, now it's drugs and alcohol. I can tell you now, it's gonna creep into your life some way. I understand you feel how you feel about your life now, but trust and believe, in due time, drugs and alcohol is gonna creep its way into your life. And I know you might feel like this alcohol and drugs make you a better person if you like it. You know what I'm saying? When we get to that point, you're gonna feel like it makes you a better person. I can't even condone it, but my experience, you gotta use that wisely. You have to use it wisely. But it's hard. It's hard to do that. So your best bet is to not do it. But if you're going to do it, stay in control. Don't over use it. You know what I'm saying? Don't overindulge in it. Use it when you're stressed. Use it drink when you want to wind down. You know what I'm saying? But even then, don't do it too much, because I'm telling you, when you on drugs, you don't think how you should think. And when you come down, you may or may not have a whole lot of regrets. And you know, it's hard to tell, it's hard to learn your quantity, you know what I'm saying, your intake, but your best bet is to just not do it, man. Find something else that's gonna make you feel that high. You know what I'm saying? Travel, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And work-life balance is a good thing, you know what I'm saying? When you're at work, you're at work. When you're at home with your family, you're at home with your family, you know what I'm saying? When you're on a trip, you're on a trip. And that's the only balance you can do, because you can't balance it at the same time. You can't really work and play at the same time. So it got to be, okay, well, I'm going to do this first, and on the weekend, I'm going to do this. That's how you stay in control, doing these things that I spoke about. Monday through Friday, if that's your work week, you need to be at work, focused, sober. You feel what I'm saying? Go jogging or something in the morning to clear your mind, stress relieve, all that. And then on the weekend, on your off days, you know what I'm saying? Maybe one day of your off days, you know, you turn up how you want to turn up. You feel what I'm saying? But that's how you stay in control. That's my advice to those who just want to do it. Go, hey, I can't stop you. I wish you wouldn't, but if you did, balance it. Do it on certain days. Do it at certain times of the day. You feel me? But don't overindulge. Because when you come down, after all them days of turning up, it's gonna be a lot of things you're gonna have to take back. A lot of situations you're gonna have to go fix. A lot of things you done said that you should have said a different way. Because where they say drunk tongue speak a sober mind, or something like that, however that go, you know what I'm saying? It's true. You're gonna say some things that you really feel, but it's a way you gotta say it, and some things you gotta understand before you can just blurt it out like that. And alcohol and drugs loosens you up, so you just go to talking out the side of your neck, and you don't want to do that. Third subject, you know, it's the last one. Just a little advice. All I'm giving is advice, so after you can win the war against sex and sexual desires, you know what I'm saying? You the woman, well, I can't speak for women, so I'm speaking to the men, you know what I'm saying? After you can win the war against sexual desires, after you can win the war or balance, you know what I'm saying, your drugs and alcohol. Now, my last piece of advice is don't hire family over 16 to 18 years old. Create first jobs for your family members, but do not try to create a career for family members. In their late 20s, 30s, 40s, all that. Find the family members that are already investing in themselves. Become an angel investor or a CV, but I can't remember, for some reason it escapes me. But be the one to put the money up and get percentage on the back end for the duration of that business. So let's say you got a sister who, you know what I'm saying, already doing her babysitting thing. You know what I'm saying? She went to school to be a teacher or whatever, so she got that going. She got a little hustle going with that. It's a hustle. You come in with them racks, get her a location, get her license, you know what I mean, all that, and say you keep 80% of the profit, give me 20 for the duration of this business. You know what I'm saying? Because to her, $150,000 was a whole lot of money. To you, $150,000 was some chains or something, a few watches. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it don't even cost that much. Sometimes to open a business, you don't need like 50. You know what I'm saying? Over a year's worth of time, because you might need 30 to start it, and then you'll tweak it with the other 20. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, be an investor and get your percentage on the back end, because doing it for free is cool and that's love, but you gonna wish you want that residual. So you don't want to kill your family. You don't want to kill their pockets. Just, give me mine when it's time to give me mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you really need. And it'll be okay. But taking somebody from ground zero, like your family member not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then you try to think for them and say, okay, well, I'm gonna start you a lawn care service and all that. Man, that's just like giving somebody $1 million who never worked for $1 in their life. They not gonna understand it, bro. And my opinion, personally, is gonna go right back to zero. They don't understand it. And which is crazy, because by you getting to where you at, you understand it's levels to this. And you can't, I know you want to jump your family member from this level to that level, but you can't. They gotta stack it up. You know what I'm saying? Stacking money has a lot of benefits. This is some bonus game right here. Stacking money has a lot of benefits, mentally and physically. You stacking it feels better to see the money stacked than to see it being spent out on, especially on material things. You know what I mean? Spent out on investments. That's just another form of stacking to, elevate it and take it to a whole nother level. You feel what I'm saying? So that's that part. You know what I mean? And then the more money you have, the bigger investments you can make. But stacking money also lets you see, stacking and investing also lets you see the level of success that you're on. You feel me? Because it's a mountain, and at the top of that mountain is another mountain, but you can choose to climb whatever mountain after the first one. But the first one, you have to climb it. You feel what I'm saying? And there's steps to it. It's steps all the way up. Your money is gonna measure that. Your knowledge is gonna measure that. You feel what I'm saying? Your knowledge is actually gonna carry on into your money. You feel what I'm saying? So get the knowledge first. The money is just your measurement tool to see, damn, how much you really know about financial stability, how much you really know about getting money. You ain't even touched 100 yet. You ain't even touched your first 10 yet. Touch your first 10, then you're gonna understand the discipline that it took. However much money you make, the less money you make, the more discipline you're gonna need. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You feel what I'm saying? So the simple game I'm dropping, man, the little bonus that I'm giving you, stack your bread. Stack your bread. If you can't stack money, bro, you ain't even in the game yet. You feel me? I'm sorry. I don't care how much money you done touched, but if you ain't stacked it, the real touch, like I touched the 10, I touched the 20, I touched the 30, I touched the 40. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen it, these milestones, not the whole year. You know what I'm saying? I was touching a 10 a month, but you're spending a 10 a month. You ain't touching it, bro. You really the middleman in it. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to do that. Stack your cheese, bro. Stacking equals building. I'm going to leave y'all with this. If you had to build a brick wall, right? So you got your pile of bricks here, and this is where you're going to build the wall from here to here. Every time you took a brick and put it down, somebody else came and grabbed it. When and how would you ever build that wall? I believe everybody comes to the same conclusion. You probably would never, because every time you put down a brick, he picks it up. Every time you grab a brick, he picks it up. You can even try to move twice as fast. You know what I'm saying? But he's still picking it up. So once you get all the way here to the end and you look back, you ain't did shit. And that's the worst mentality you can have. You can even get a loan, get another pile of bricks, borrow another pile of bricks from somebody. You feel what I'm saying? Plus your bricks. So while you stacking your bricks and he taking them, you got another pile where you stacking them like that. But it's a loan. You feel what I'm saying? At the end, you got to get them bricks back. But you still over here, bruh, still over here taking your bricks. So what does all that mean? The bricks is your money. If every time you try to stack some money in your bank account, you spend it, you with me? Every time you put a 1,000 in there, you spend it, it's being taken away. You will never build. You would never build. You simply sitting still, my boy. The best thing you can do is 1,000 in there. Take a little 300. Go spend that on yourself and add more. So at least you moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll go from 7 to 14. You know what I'm saying? At 14, you spend 6 on yourself. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta do this shit the right way, bro. Because if you don't, you will never build. Stacking money equals building. The more money you have, the more capital you have to invest. If you don't have access to capital, my boy, I'm sorry, but you just got ideas. And it don't work like that. Ideas only worth what they actually can make in a year. I get it. You feel like this is a great idea. It's $1 million idea you got in your head, but put it on paper and then make it reality. And now we're going to see how much it's really worth. Stacking equals building. Building equals success. Because the goal is to make the wall this high. And once you reach here, this is success. So you got to know what success looks like. If you don't know what it looks like, it's no ceiling. You're just going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And probably work yourself to death. But set goals for yourself. Set goals for yourself. So yeah. Focus on your money, King. Focus on your money. Do not put sex before your money. Stay away from drugs and alcohol as much as you can, or balance it as best you can. And when it comes to family, those are gonna be your first investments outside of yourself. And that's smart because you can only do so much work yourself. But if you invest in other people, especially your family, which is the people you take care of most. And so if you invest in them, they're making their own money. You ain't got to take care of them. So now you can save your own money. But if you're going to invest in them, because I know you are, because you're a provider, just make sure you get your residual. Just make sure you get your residual, man. So yeah, that's a little more in the game for y'all, man. I hope man, I know I gave you some gems. I just hope you picked them up. You feel what I'm saying? Cause they gonna help you a whole lot in life. You know, run this back. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave comments. You know what I'm saying? I'm your big brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm your uncle. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me. Let me know what you need to know. Young black man, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what you need to know, and I'm going to tell you what I know. what I've learned in my 35 years, you know what I'm saying, of mistakes and challenges and good times and bad times, you know what I'm saying? But I don't, I'm gonna tell you what I think you need to know, but open your mouth. Do it anonymously, you know what I mean? Get him a DM, however you want to do it, or a comment under this video. And I'm gonna definitely give you some game on it. You know what I'm talking about? Cause I don't know everything, but what I know, I know. All right, y'all hold it down.